I hate online early morning routines. I mean, honestly, how did we even get here? How did we all decide that the key to having a happier, more productive life is just pushing our waking time earlier and earlier in the day? Why do I see for so long YouTubers who work from home kind of pushing this idea that having a 4 or 5 a.m. morning routine is the key to success, when the likes of Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, or Elon Musk are waking up at a 8 a.m. morning? So being a night owl who has tried to change this a lot in the past myself, I just wanted to make the case for the non-guru, non-morning person type of people who, like me, have been made to feel as though the reason that we are not achieving our dreams is simply because we are not conscious when the sun rises. The first thing I want to say before this video starts is that most of us do not have a choice anyway on when to start our days. We might have a crazy commute, or work starts at a specific time, or we have kids or other people in the house who are just waking us up, so we have to be up to get them ready for school or something. So this video is not targeted towards those people. This video is targeted towards people like me who are night owls and who are constantly being told that we need to wake up earlier. I don't think there's a single week of my life where I'm not told that it's ridiculous for me to wake up at 9 a.m. And I read this quote that said that the story about the early bird just shows that the worm should have stayed in bed. So yeah, I thought in the end of the day, I would just make a video with all the counter arguments to waking up early that I just wanted to put out there. So here it goes. I'll be touching upon 3 points: self-respect, biology, and my personal experience. So starting with self-respect, I absolutely love this quote, which I'm going to read, which says, "Ours is a culture where we wear our ability to get by on very little sleep as a kind of badge of honor that symbolizes work ethic or toughness or some other virtue. But really, it's a total profound failure of priorities and self-respect." Now, I absolutely love this. There are so many things, of which sleep is one, in the productivity realm that tend to be actually quite terrible when I think of them. Saying things like, oh, I haven't managed to talk to my family in 3 weeks, or you have no idea how little time I have for myself, or I only managed to sleep 3 hours last night. I don't know why we say this in the way that it kind of implies that we're such put together and productive people, when actually if you've just done this to be productive, it's actually quite sad, and it feels as though there's no self-respect there, rather than it being something incredible. I genuinely don't think that there should be a pride in being productive or structured or waking up early when it goes against your natural instincts and needs. I think that there are cases when it is good to kind of go against yourself in doing these things, and that's when you're helping others or when you're staying up for family. But to do it just to kind of achieve work goals just to me feels a bit weird and unnecessary. The second point I hope will clarify this a bit more has to do with biology. And there is scientific evidence which suggests that there are 2 types of people according to our body clocks: the morning larks and the night owls. And this is probably because when we were living in tribes, some people would have to stay awake to kind of hold guard on everyone else, and the night owls are the descendants of those who would kind of prefer to do the night shift, and the morning larks were the people who would prefer to wake up early and do that sort of shift. So there are definitely among us people who very naturally will wake up at 4 a.m. I'm absolutely not saying that those people don't exist, but there are also people who are more productive at nighttime and find it very difficult to wake up early in the morning. And yes, there are times where you actually have to work against your body clock. If you have to wake up to feed a baby, or if you have to travel, or if you're doing shift work, you obviously have to work against your natural biology. But I do think that constantly fighting against it is just not healthy. And this is where I get frustrated, because there's kind of a mismatch between the biology and our social conventions. So in biology, it's perfectly acceptable that about half of the people would find it very difficult to wake up early in the morning and would rather stay up very late at night and wake up late, and the other half of people would find it very difficult to stay up late because they want to sleep up early and naturally wake up early in the morning, which is absolutely fine. But I feel as though in society, for some reason, we've gotten to the point where we've kind of agreed amongst ourselves that anyone who stays up late at night is obviously very lazy, and waking up late in the morning is also very lazy and unproductive, while the other people who wake up early in the morning are just more productive than the others. And this has led to a whole bunch of night owls like myself trying to shift our morning routines so we can also fit in with this, yes, if you wake up early in the morning, you will work better. And that's where I want to go to my last and third point, which is experience. I have personally tried to reset my body clock so many times, and it is possible temporarily. I can stay up very, very late one night, and then I'll have to sleep early the next morning, so then I can wake up a bit earlier the next morning. So if I put an alarm on, let's say at 8 or 7 a.m, it's not going to be as painful, but this is very temporary. I will always, as soon as I am semi well rested at some point, I will go back to wanting to stay up late and wake up late. My natural wake up time always resets towards 9 a.m. For many, many years I've tried to change it and it just goes right back there. And not only this, even if I'm well rested and I wake up early in the morning, I find that I don't do productive work in the morning. I like to take things slow and I don't feel like working, while I'm the kind of person who in the afternoon or the evening or night, even at 3 a.m, I can do very productive work. So I don't think there is literally any sort of difference, and I don't think that we should be thinking that these people who want to wake up early or are waking early have some sort of advantage or upper hand over us. I know a lot of morning people who wake up at 5 a.m, and by the time it is lunchtime, they've done so much work while I've done nothing, but come 6 p.m. or 7 p.m, they are ready to wrap it up and there's no way that they can even start working, and that's where I begin. So I would say overall, I don't think that sleep really affects much, and I think that within your means, if you're lucky enough to kind of somehow design your life in a way that you can sleep and wake up when you want to, you should just follow and trust your body, rather than looking at YouTubers online or looking at other celebrities and thinking that the secret to their success or something that affects their success is their sleep or wake up time. What works for other people might definitely not work for you. If you're also curious on learning more about sleep, I'm currently watching the Science of Sleep documentaries over on CuriosityStream, which are very kindly sponsoring this video. Also, next to watch is a documentary on dreams and how dreams happen, which I am personally so interested in ever since I discovered that not everyone can lucid dream. Dreams are something that I'm very, very curious about, and I might actually talk about in a video at some point if you're interested. But yes, for a price of a takeaway, you can use my discount code in the description to get a full year's worth of CuriosityStream access, and also you can get access to Nebula, where me and other educational creators have our videos up for an ad-free experience. So if you want to join me over there, the link is down below. So yeah, I'm just genuinely very, very passionate about this topic because it comes up again and again in my personal life. And yeah, I would genuinely love to hear your thoughts on the matter. Have you also kind of struggled with the judgment of other people for your sleeping routines? And what do you think about this in general? If you haven't read the book Why We Sleep, slightly problematic book, but it's great. I would definitely recommend it. And yeah, that was everything for me. Don't believe everything you think, and thanks. Bye.